dead on my phone. I'm just kidding. Okay. You know what their record is? 8-1 in the Western Indiana Conference. Good day and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School Athletic Association Varsity Boys Baseball game. This internet radio coverage is made possible through audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO. That's Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall from the Kendall and Casey Show. Weekday mornings, 9 to noon on 93.1 FM. Or you can go to WIBC.com. Today's game is going to feature the Greencastle Tiger Cubs and the Lafayette Central Catholic Knights. This game is going to take place right here at Central Catholic High School. Central Catholic is going to be the visiting team on the scoreboard, and they'll bat first. Greencastle Tiger Cubs will be the home team. The game was supposed to be at Greencastle. Serious rain, as you know, last night. And Greencastle allowed they gave way. They're going to give permission. They're here. They drove down from Greencastle, Indiana, because Central Catholic Knights. The Knights had a home game for the Hoosier Conference matchup with Logansport Prior to this one, it started at 11. It went about an hour and a half. It went 7 innings. The scoring did not happen until the 7th inning. It was 0-0 through 6 innings. Same pitchers went at it. It was a good game. It ended up 3-2. Central Catholic got the win. They got the walk-off win. So they're introducing the starting lineups right now. They're introducing the visiting team on the scoreboard. That is the Central Catholic Knights. Central Catholic will bat like this. Wearing number 1, should we take that back? Batting first is wearing number 9, Hudson Gutwein. He'll play second base. Batting second, number 12, Alex Schumer. He'll play third base. Batting third will be number 10, Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke will be the designated hitter. He will bat in place of defensive player Vince Talenko. Vince Talenko will play center field, and he wears number 25. So we're going to adjust this microphone again. I'm not sure why, but my wife says it's low again. I just did. Fix it. We're going to see if we can fix this before the national anthem. I don't know why it's low again. She says a little low, so that means you can hear it perfectly. But, I don't know. We'll see what it does here. It's as best as it can be. So, sorry about the waste of time. We'll try to get through the lineup before the anthem. It's going to be difficult, but we'll try. So we'll also mention 4-hitter for the Knights. There's Greencastle McCain. He'll do the catching. Batting 5th, number 30, Jeff Sandberg. He'll play first base. Batting 6th, number 13, Calvin Reitzman. He'll play right field. Batting 7th, number 41, Brennan Van Kirk. He'll play left field. Batting 8th, number 14, Jonah Gerke. He'll do the pitching. And batting 9th, number 5, Colt Minnick. He'll play third base. So we're going to have opening prayer in our national anthem. We'll set the thing.
Our Heavenly Father, help these athletes to see the things that last and change the world, and keep their eyes always fixed on you. Help them to be good students, strong athletes, and an example of youth. Help them to be fair and just in all their endeavors, and give them the strength which comes from you alone. We ask this through Christ our Lord.
That's our national anthem. Well, mentioned, my wife says the background noise is very loud and overdue. It's the same way we did the last week. That's the same. She'll let us know again. Maybe it'll be better. They're getting ready to pitch right now. They're getting ready to pitch the ball game. Greencastle going to be the home team. They're going to warm up right now. We'll mention their lineup. Their pitching Brighton Gregg. Brighton Gregg. Here's number 5. Pitching for the Tiger Cubs. Brighton Gregg will make the ERA of 1.59.
Umpires will set
1-4
the
game.
game
He
behind
has
the plate,
finally lost
facing
the game.
down the
This
face.
is going to be appearance number 8. He had pitched one batter along the way. He had one save this season. He pitched 26 in a third inning. He's given up 20 hits on the season, 9 runs. 6 of those runs were earned. He had lost 13 batters. He had struck out 35. He had faced 113 batters, and he's thrown an even 400 pitches this season. So we'll see if he can get back with us now. Because I can hear you, but it's still low. Is it plugged in? Let's check it. She might be right there. And it's plugged in. Let's check this particular item here. One moment, please. Let me see if this does the trick. So we'll see if this does the trick. And that should have been that. So we'll hope it's going to work. And if not, that's a bummer. But getting ready to play baseball. And we'll also mention the catcher for Greencastle was Dylan Hughes. Where's number 4? At first base, number 3, Connor Sullivan. At second base, Gavin Tyson. Where's number 1? At shortstop, Nathan Sutherland, number 12. At third base, Trevin Long, number 2. In left field, number 6, Jace Spidell. In center field, Sam Gooch, number 9. And in right field, number 10, Trayton Clark. We're from the windup, first pitch of the ball game. Swung on, ground ball, third base. Fielded by Trevin Long to throw across the diamond. He'll get the hood out with Connor Sullivan. And Hudson Goot one ground out for the first out of the ball game at 1:58 p.m. So getting ready to step in. Left-handed batter, Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer says it's louder now. I don't know why it's louder now. I did nothing. But we'll hope for the best. If not, see what's wrong. So stepping in, Alex Schumer. Working from the windup, Brighton Gray. He'll foul one. Out of play. That goes 0-1. Schumer. Step back in. Working from the windup, here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1. Working from the windup again. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Schumer. He'll take one to left center field. Might have enough air in it. It does. Laying out for it, nearly making a catch is Sam Gooch. Picked up by left fielder Jake Spidell. And Alex Schumer has a 2-base hit. He's at second base. So the next batter to line up for the Knights is going to be number 10. 3-hitter in the lineup, Lucas Gerke. He's a DH in today's ball game. Batting in place of defensive player Vince Talenko. Center fielder, wears number 25. So Alex Schumer puts his sliding mid on. Stepping in, another left-handed batter. Lucas Gerke. We're going to stretch the set position. Now the pitch. Swung on, he'll foul it back. He'll go against the screen, 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. He'll step back in, tap the plate. Looking from a stretch. Now the set is Brighton Gray. Breaking pitch outside of ball. Tries the backdoor curveball. Stayed outside. Count goes 1-1. Getting a modest lead at second base is Alex Schumer. Out the set, here's the pitch. Tried to check his swing. Gonna call it a foul ball. He called a foul ball. Coach Bourdonnais had Schumer stealing on the pitch. He's at third base now. Home plate umpire. Looked like he killed the play. He put his arms up. I'm not sure if they called a foul ball or hit by pitch, but evidently we're going to go on. Schumer is at third base. Coach Bourdonnais wants to know why he might have raised his arm. He found out. So anyway, he calls a foul ball. It might have not been. He got the glove. So everything's good. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Out the set, here comes the pitch from Gray. Swing and miss. And Lucas Gerke will go down swinging on a breaking pitch. So 2 outs here on the diamond. Top of the first inning, the Knights are the visiting team because they were supposed to play at Greencastle. They be the visiting team there, so they're the visiting team here. No balls, no strikes. Jackson Kane batting with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. So pitch comes in high above the zone, ball 1. So I thank my wife for her help there. Hopefully she'll let us know that it's still okay on the volume. Here comes the pitch. Pitch comes in high and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Jackson Kane, senior classman, batting at top of the first inning at Gordon Henry Field. Pitch comes in, breaking pitch, finished low. 3 balls, no strikes. So the umpire wants Jackson to stay close to the batter's box when you step out. Moving the game along, here comes the 3-0 pitch. Pitch comes in, strike call. 3-1 count. Just step back in. Peering in, looking at the signal. Out of the set position. Bright gray, here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back, out of play. Count goes full at 3-2 to Jackson Kane. Jackson, the 4-hitter, wears number 3. He's hoping to wear 3, 7, or 24 at DePaul next year, football. He's going to take a shot to left field. Skyborn is going to be looked at and couldn't make the catch in left field. That was Jake Spidell. Coming in to score from third base. First round of the ballgame is Alex Schumer. Jackson hit that one skyward. That was an MLB fly ball to left field. The wind was moving it. Jake Spidell, I tell you what, back near the warning track. Ball hit the surface. Jackson's going to end up at second base with a double. So stepping in. 5 hitter, number 30, Gus Sandberg. Working out a set position, check second base. First pitch to Gus. Low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Early going, top of the first inning. Game 2 for the Knights. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, shortstop. Nathan Sutherland fields it. Goes across the diamond. They get the put out with Connor Sullivan. So the Knights come up with 1 run here in the top of the first inning. So an RBI double off the bat of Jackson Kane. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. But first, we'll mention games happening this week, coming up this next week. The Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Their schedule, they have 4 regular season games after this one. And they'll have their sectional game. That's in Class 2A, Sectional 41. So this game here today is a 2 o'clock start, as you know, here at Lafayette Central Catholic. And then on Tuesday, the 20th, Greencastle Cubs will be on the road at South Putnam, the Eagles. And then on Thursday, 22nd, be a 6 o'clock start. I should mention, on Tuesday, it's going to be a 7 o'clock start, according to Max Prep. And then on Thursday, 22nd, 6 o'clock start. The Clay City Fields will be at Greencastle. And then on the 26th, next weekend, that's a Saturday, 10 o'clock start, that's a.m. North Montgomery Chargers will be at Greencastle Tiger Cubs. And then a sectional game will happen. They'll go to the semifinal round. They'll play on the 29th, that's Thursday the 29th. And I will mention that the 7:30 ball game, South Vermilion will be the opponent for Greencastle. So the Knights getting warmed up. Here comes Jackson King now to duck out, all geared up, ready to go. And the catcher today is Jackson King. Jonah Gerke's going to do the pitching for Central Catholic. Jonah Gerke on the season, we'll mention, 20 2/3 innings under his belt. This is going to be game appearance number 7. This is game start number 6. He's faced 113 batters, 415 pitches. He got a win-loss ratio of 2 wins, no losses. 25 hits he's given up, 25 runs, 14 of those were earned. He's walked 17, he struck out 10, and 5 of those strikeouts went down looking. First pitch for Gerke is outside and low. In the batter's box, number 9, Sam Gooch. Sam Gooch, center field, left-handed batter. Next pitch comes in, fouled back to the screen. Sam Gooch bats first. Greencastle Tiger Cubs are 16-3 on the season. 8-1 at first place in the Western Indiana Conference. Next pitch comes in low, ball 2. 2 ball, 1 strike, Sam Gooch. First batter for Greencastle. Pitch comes in outside. Outside and a little tall. Ball 3. 3-1 count. Peering in, working from the windup. Here comes the pitch from Jonah Gerke. Inside, ball 4. So jogging down the first base is Sam Gooch. Second batter in lineup for Greencastle, number 5, Brighton Gregg. Brighton Gregg doing the pitching today for the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Greencastle, as you know, the home city for the DePaul College. Working right there, working from the stretch. Here comes the pitch, taking off for second base. It's Gooch. Throw down, a little bit tall. Too tall and sliding in. Stolen base for Sam Gooch. So Sam Gooch has his pants pretty dirty. Brick dust infield. Kind of mixed in with the light dirt. Save that second. Sam Gooch. No ball, 1 strike. You're in, they're going to say now out of the set. It's check second base. Here comes the pitch. He squared a bunt. Go put a bunt down. Third baseline, going to be a good bunt. Going to be hard to get him. And they did. Going to be a bunt, base hit, and he moves the runner. Sam Gooch is now at third base. So a nice bunt there from right-handed batter Brighton Gregg. So he'll be at first base. Runners on the corners for the Tiger Cubs. Next batter going to step in. Shortstop, number 12, Nathan Sutherland. Right-handed batter, no signals given. Peering in, look at the signal. Out of set position. Here comes the pitch. Taking off for second base. You're going to fake a throw to second. That first slide, Pete Rose style. It's safe at second, no throw. Runners at second and third base for the Tiger Cubs. So evidently the phone's going in and out. Light in. So I don't know if my wife could call Robbie and let him know that that's what's happening. We had to go on the air about 3 times to get this to work. If my wife, if Paul, you could call Robbie, tell him what's happening. Call my phone, go back on the air. Strike, pitch comes in, breaking pitch. Got the dish, broke away. Count goes 1 and 2 to Nathan Sutherland. The runners at second and third base, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Out of the set position, Jonah Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul ball, third base side. Coach Ben Wells almost cleans it. Toss it back to the on-deck circle. Ashton Dayhuff, the DH. Peering in, looking at safe. Jonah Gerke. 1-2 count. Out of the set position, here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch, finished inside. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Stepping back in the rubber. Jonah Gerke. Peering in. Looking at signal from Jackson King. Out of the set. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So go down swinging. Off-speed breaking pitch. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Stepping in and ready back for the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Number 7, Ashton Hayda. Okay, they can hear him fine now. So working from the stretch, now the set. With 1 out, here comes the pitch. Hayda, strike called. Got the dish, broke away. Count goes 0-1. Patient hit, number 7, Ashton Hayda. Now set position becomes pitch. Short hops the glove. Jackson King, good block. Keeps the ball in front of him. He'll step back in. One ball, one strike. Working out a stretch, now the set position. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, you're going to foul one right side. It's going to go out of play. Gus Sandberg gives it a look. Count goes 1-2. One ball, two strikes, two aboard. Second and third base. Knights trying to get out of the inning. Here now they're going to say Jonah Gert out of a set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Up the middle, Gutwein feels it. He'll get the out at first, but they'll get the run. Run comes in to score. First run of the ball game, Sam Gooch. Sam Gooch is going to be an RBI off the bat of Ashton Dayhuff. And Greencastle is on top 1-0. Here in the bottom of the first inning, still 2 outs on the diamond. So the Knights are getting scored on today with 2 outs. All 3 runs. Out of set, here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1 foot in the box, 1 foot out. Coach Ben Wells, no signals given. Runner is at third base, working in the grass right there. You can get some good traction in the grass. Here comes the pitch. 0-1 pitch. Strike on the breaking pitch from Gerke. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Steps back in. Right-handed batter, that's Trevin Long. Where's number 2, the third baseman? Breaking pitch, going to drive one foul territory. Got some air under it. Playable, and try to make the catch. And did he make the catch? Evidently, yes. So the catch is made. The out is called at home plate. And a good catch there by Brennan Van Kirk. He dove for it. He stood back up. He picked up his hat. And he didn't pick up a baseball. And that let everybody know that he made the catch. So nice catch in left field by Brennan Van Kirk. Knights get out of the inning. They only give up 1 run. So at the end of 1 inning, Central Catholic and Greencastle. It's Greencastle 1, Central Catholic 0. We'll mention a little bit about the Lafayette Central Catholic baseball remaining schedule for 2025. Talk about the regular season remaining schedule. As you know, they played the Logansport Berries just a little bit ago. That was an 11 o'clock start. Central Catholic got the win in 7 innings, 3-2. And both teams needed that 7th inning. And then today, playing right now, Greencastle here at Central Catholic. Greencastle is the home team. And that was a 2 o'clock start. It's 1-0 after 1. Greencastle in front. And then on Tuesday, coming up Tuesday, 6 o'clock start. It's on the 20th of May. Lewis Cass will be here with Central Catholic. And then Thursday, they were going to play at North Montgomery. That game is scratched off the list. And Central Catholic is going to host Indianapolis Lutheran, the Saints, on Thursday at 5:30. And that'll be on the 22nd. 5:30 start. It's going to happen at Grand Park in Westfield. And that'll be on Diamond D1. D1 is a diamond. It'll be Indianapolis Lutheran in Lafayette Central Catholic at Grand Park. It's coming Thursday, the 22nd, 5:30, first pitch. And then we'll mention, working right there on Saturday, be 2 games on the 24th, right here at Central Catholic. 12 noon, it'll be Logansport Berries again. That'll be a good one. And then 3 o'clock, it'll be the Peru Tigers. So Knights batting in the top of the 2nd inning. Ground ball, Calvin Reisman to second base. Gavin Tyson gets to put out with Connor Sullivan. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. Knights will mention their sectional will be here at Central Catholic. Knights will play in the first game on the 28th. That'll be a 6 o'clock game. There'll only be 1 game that evening. It'll be Class 2A, Sectional 37. The Knights will play Rensselaer Central. First pitch comes in, outside edge, strike called. Brennan Van Kirk, that's in the 7th spot, playing left field. Made a tremendous catch in foul territory for the final out. the bottom of the first. Pitch comes in outside a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Colton Minnick is on or in the hole on deck is Jonah Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Above the zone, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stepping back in, Brennan Van Kirk. Here comes the pitch from Brighton Gregg. Low for a ball. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Short off the glove there. Take a breather. Home plate umpire might want the third base dugout check on their catcher. Not sure here. A little bit of a break in the action. Here. And then everybody evidently fine, getting ready to play ball. Maybe not. Coach Bornek checking on what the hesitation is before the next pitch. Counts 3-1 up. They're gonna call it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. It's not 3-1. Here comes the pitch from Gregg. High and tight. There's ball 3. Count goes full. 3-2 count. Stepping back in, right-handed batter. 7-hitter, number 41, Brennan Van Kirk. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball, out of play. So Van Kirk protecting the zone. Brennan Van Kirk, 3-2 count again on the way with 1 out. On deck, Jonah Gerke working from the windup. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch, strike 3. Breaking pitch. Let's say it got the front of the dish at strike zone area and then broke down. So 2 outs. Here at the top of the second. Stepping into bat is number 14, Jonah Gerke. Jonah Gerke's in the pitching for the Knights today. Pitch comes in, strike call. Strike called. If you find out he's calling the lower strike zone. Bat just hit the lower strike zone. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch, back door for a strike. So Brighton Gregg finding that zone. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Backdoor curveball in there for a strike. Brighton Gregg throwing a good backdoor curveball, righty to the lefty. And the Knights are set down in order. So at the end of 1.5 innings, Greencastle 1, Central Catholic 0. And we'll mention a little bit about Greencastle. Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Tiger Cubs, they have a school enrollment of 495. They're class 2A. Sectional 41, there are 6 in their section. Their sectional will take place at South Vermilion High School. That's in Clinton, Indiana, not too far from Terre Haute. In their sectional is Greencastle, North Putnam, Park Heritage, South Putnam, South Vermilion, South Lawn. The principal at Greencastle High School is Yolanda Goodpaster. The athletic director is Doug Greenlee. The athletic secretary, she was most instrumental for putting me in sports. That's Samantha Call. Greencastle High School is located at 910 East Washington Street, Greencastle, Indiana, 46135. You can reach them by phone at 765-653-9711. They wear the collars purple and gray. They got the purple jerseys, dark gray pants on today. On the web at GreencastleAthletics.com. They were the Western Indiana Conference. As mentioned, currently they are number 1 in the Western Indiana Conference for baseball at 8-1. Their head coach is Ben Wells. Stepped into bat for Greencastle. 6-hitter number 10, Trayton Clark, plays right field. First pitch from Gerke. Outside, ball 1. Left-handed batter, Trayton Clark. Here, man, look at that thing. Around the wind up. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Out of wind up. Jonah Gerke, outside, ball 3. Western Indiana Conference, we'll mention those teams in that here in just a moment. We're going to have a wind up. Here's the pitch. 3-0 count. It's a 4-pitch walk to Trayton Clark. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. In the Western Indiana Conference is Brown County, Cloverdale, Edgewood, Greencastle, Indian Creek, North Putnam, North View, Owen Valley, South Putnam, Sullivan, and West Vigo. Working from the stretch. Now the set. Jonah Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Square in the bunt. Lets the ball go by. It's a strike called. Batter in the box, 7-hitter, number 3, Connor Sullivan. Connor plays first base for the Tiger Cubs. Now the stretch. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. Square in the bunt. We put a bunt down foul territory, right side. Picked up there by A.J. Borden. 0-2 count. They'll step back in. Connor Sullivan. Runner at first base. Trayton Clark. 4-pitch walk. Alice set. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch. Inside. A ball. Counts 2-1. I think the home plate umpires are letting us know. But out of set position. Jonah Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Outside a ball. Good block by Jackson King. The count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-handed batter. Connor Sullivan. Out of the set position. Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Strike call. They'll go down looking. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Should mention, I might have misspoke. Knights got 1 in the top of the first. Greencastle also got 1. It's a 1-1 contest. We're in the bottom of the second. Foul ball back to the screen. In the batter's box is the 8-hitter, number 4, Dylan Hughes. He does the catching. On deck is Jace Spidell. Out of set, Jonah Gerke. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Crazy pitch finished inside. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Dylan Hughes. Turn in, looking at 6. Out of the stretch, now the set. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. He's using that double set. And when he comes to the set position, he'll set and then he'll move that left foot a little bit to the front. And here comes the pitch. A ground ball. Third base can be fielded there by Minnick. They'll go to first and play it first. And they're not going to call a slide rule. And home plate umpire saw that play. That's not really a call for the umpire in the field. That is plain view of the umpire at home plate. Home plate umpire called him out. That was a no slide, no peel rule on a double play. So the Knights get out of the inning. They get the free out at first base. And a good play by Colton Minnick. Goes to second and over to first. Gus Sandberg. And the Knights get out of the jam. So the Knights get out of that inning. They do not give up a run. Greencastle the same way. So no run scored in the second inning. And the Knights are going to bat here in the top of first. Excuse me, top of the third inning. We'll also mention a little bit about Central Catholic Knights. We'll talk about Lafayette Central Catholic. Their school was founded in 1956. They have a school enrollment of 302. They presently have a record of 17-4, 6-2 in the Hoosier Conference, now 7-2. They're Class 2A, Sectional 37. There are 7 in their section. Their sectional will happen here at Central Catholic High School. In their sectional alphabetically, it's Benton Central, Delphi, Lafayette Central Catholic, North Montgomery, Rensselaer Central, Seeger, Western Boone. The principal at Central Catholic High School is Darrell Beck. The athletic director is Tim Bourdonnais. The assistant AD is Charlie Roberts. The athletic trainer is Sarah Igo. Lafayette Central Catholic High School is located at 2410 South 9th Street, Lafayette, Indiana. 47909. You can dial them by phone at 765-474-2496. On the web, it's lccathletics.com. There were the colors navy blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. And we'll also mention their head coach is Tim Bourdonnais. He's a 1987 Central Catholic Knight graduate. So stepping in to bat for the Knights is going to be number 5, Colton Minnick. Colton Minnick going to step in. My battery is dead on my iPhone. You're going to pop one up. Foul territory left side. Third baseman can't find it. And the shortstop nearly does. It lands in foul territory, a foul ball. Colton Minnick, they say it's better to be lucky than good, but I believe he is both. No balls, 1 strike. Colton Minnick going to step back in. He's playing third base in this ball game. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Outside of ball. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Minnick batting in the top of the third. It's a 1-1 ball game. Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. He'll step back in. Right-handed batter facing the righty, Brighton Craig. Next pitch comes in high. Ball 3. Colton Minnick, 8 walks on the season. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Low for ball 4. Colton Minnick will jog down to first base. Pick up base on balls number 9. Stepping into bat, we're going to see number 9, Hudson Gutwein. Hudson Gutwein in 20 ball games, batting .386. Got a .602 on base percentage. That's in 20 ball games. They have played 22 ball games. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Gutwein last game. He got 2 hits in the ball game versus Logansport. Now has 24 hits on the season, 13 singles, 9 doubles, and those 2 home runs at Rensselaer Central. Comes a pitch, breaking pitch, perfectly placed by Brighton Gray. Strike called. Count goes 0-2 to Gutwein. He'll step back in. Right-handed batter facing the right, working from the stretch. Now the set, Brighton Gray. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High above the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the third inning. It's a 1-1 ball game. Knights have 2 hits. Cubs have 1. Now the stretch. It's set. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch. And setting down looking. The Knights have 1 out here in the top of the third. Runner at first base for the Knights is Colton Minnick. He drew a walk. Stepping in now is number 12, 2-hitter Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer in 21 games, .313 batting average, .476 on base. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, he'll foul this one left side, way out of play. Be hard to find out. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Peering in, looking at the signals, out of stretch. Right in Craig, set position. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Taking on for second base. It's Colton Minnick. He'll slide in at first when it's called out. Nice throw from the catcher, Dylan Hughes. That ball was taken by Nathan Sutherland, shortstop, and there are 2 outs, and the bases are now empty. No balls, 2 strikes. Out of the sack comes the pitch to Schumer. Backdoor curveball in there for a strike. So Brighton Gray living up to that 1.59 ERA. He's 4-0 on the season. He's only hit 1 batter. He's thrown 400 pitches entering this game. So we'll go to the bottom of the third inning after 2.5. Greencastle and the Knights all locked up at 1 run each. We'll mention this game is in part Being brought to you by Honey Creek Resort. Honey Creek Resort, what a beautiful place to be. You can plan your vacation or maybe a weekend getaway. Honey Creek Resort with 840 acres of fantastic nature, fun, and recreation adventures are only a 1 day's drive away. Honey Creek Resort in southern Iowa, where fellow Hoosiers Beth and Terry Henderson have an amazing lodge and cabins with fabulous fishing, boating, golfing, horse carriages, and much, much more. Truly amazing adventures and hospitality awaits you at honeycreekresort.com. You can make your group, business, and family getaway reservations today. You can reach them by phone 641 724 1450. Honeycreekresort.com. First pitch from the wideout. Lucas Gerke stepping in. Jay Spidell. First pitch taken for a strike. Right-handed batter. Jay Spidell wears number 6. He bats in the 9 spot. Left fielder. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Outside of ball. Breaking pitch missed outside. Count goes 1-1. Remember, wind up, peering over the glove. Here comes the pitch. Oh, short off the glove. Jackson King. It's a good grab. Count goes 2-1. Peering over the glove. 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Outside edge. Strike call. And Jay Spidell. Not in agreement. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. From Gerke. Swinging a miss. He'll go down swinging. Trying to protect that strike zone that the umpire prefers. So he'll go down swinging. There's one out here at the bottom of the third. Stepping in, it's going to be number 9, Sam Gooch. So Gooch is going to step in with number 9. 19 games, batting .586. Take the first pitch outside of ball. Left-handed batter, Sam Gooch, .586 in 19 games. Here comes the pitch from Gerke. Outside edge, strike home. Gooch also a .634 on base percentage. Keep in mind, he's been played 82 times. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, you pop one foul, out of play, left side. Count goes 1-2. Gooch. Gooch has 41 hits on the season. That leads the team second place. With 34 is Nathan Sutherland, the shortstop. Out the line, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Backdoor curveball misses away. 2-2 king. Gooch has 34 singles, 5 doubles, 2 triples. Yet to hit a home run. Pitch comes in above the zone. Ball 3. 3-2 count. To the one hitter, Sam Gooch. Left-handed back facing the right. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and inside, good block. Short off the glove of Jackson King. Sam Gooch draws a walk. He's at first base now. Picks up walk number 9. Stepping into bat. 2-hitter number 5, Brighton Gregg. Brighton Gregg last time up got a double. Stretch. Now the set position. Lucas Gerke. Step off the bat. Make a fake throw. Fake throw to first base. One step back in, peering up for singles from Jackson King. Out of set position. Pickoff move. He'll throw this one. No tag applied at first base by Gus Sandberg. Sometimes I want to say Gus Etchison. Or difficult to keep from saying. It's the first time I've mentioned. Stepping off the back of rubber. Lucas Gerke looking for another single. Number 5, Bright Gregg in the batter's box for the Tiger Cubs. Right-handed batter facing the righty. Lucas Gerke, here comes the pitch, taken off for second base. Here's Gooch. Throw comes in. Safe at second. It's a frozen rope. Might have been a left-sided bag, just barely. Hard to get the tag on. But Sam Gooch picks up stolen base. Stolen base. Don't have a category. Max Krebs. But I will mention he had scored 43 runs As a base runner, that's Sam Gooch. He's now at second base. Out of set. Gerke checks second. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Brighton Gregg. Brighton Gregg batting 227 in 19 games, 507 on base percentage. Out of set. Lucas Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul tip in the glove. Strike. Count goes 2-1 to Gregg. Step back. Out of stretch. Now the set position. 2-1 pitch to Brighton Gregg. And the pickoff move might be close. Getting back safety is Sam Gooch. Timing move right there. Touching Gooch line to shortstop. The pitcher. Apparently, they're going to say out stretch. Now the set position. Comes the 2-1 pitch to Gregg. Swung on, ground ball, third base, Colton Minnie. He'll field it, he'll throw across the diamond. Throw's going to bring him off the bag, so he's going to be safe at third base. Coming off the bag to get the baseball was Gus Sandberg, and he was checking to see if he could make a throw to third base, but he could not. Safe at third base is Sam Gooch. So runners on the corners. First and third base, stepping in, number 12, Nathan Southern. Nathan Southern batting 507, 526 on base, 78 plate appearances, 34 hits, 22 are singles. Here comes the pitch, taking off the second base. Breaking pitch misses low, 1 ball, no strikes. So Tiger Cubs have runners at second and third. They're going to go with a pinch runner. I believe that's second base. So they're going to jog out. Pinch runner. It's going to be number 11, Colton Sprinkle. He's a sophomore. He's listed as an outfielder. Colton Sprinkle wears number 11. So they'll go with Colton. And Sam Gooch at third base. 1 ball, no strikes. Stepping back in, Nathan Sutherland. Wears number 12. Plays shortstop for Coach Wells. So Coach Bourdonnais going to elect to put him on base with 1 out. Going to load the bases. He'll jog down to first base. Base is loaded. We're going to see the 4-hitter, number 7, Ashton Dayhuff. Got a base hit in his first at bat. We'll step in, working from the stretch. Now the set, Lucas, should say Jonah. Pitch comes in, breaking pitch for a strike. Called strike, count goes 0-1. Dayhuff batted 291 in 19 games. 453 on base percentage. 75 plate appearances, 55 at bats. Pitch comes in, swinging. That's another breaking pitch. Count goes 0-2 to Ashton Dayhuff. He is the DH in the ballgame. He's batting for Gavin Tyson, the second baseman. Peering in, looking at Sakers. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is loaded. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch, swing and miss. So they'll set him down swinging. Knights have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. This batter going to step in. 5-hitter number 2, Trevin Long. Plays third base. Trevin Long batting 261 with 17 ball games, 493 on base percentage, 67 plate appearances, 46 at bats. First pitch, a breaking pitch, in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Trevin Long, the Tiger Cub, that's 12 hits, 8 singles, 3 doubles, and 1 triple. Here comes the pitch. Outside the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No signals given from Coach Ben Wells. Looking out a stretch, now the set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-1 ball game. Knights living dangerously here. Bases loaded. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Trevor Long. Swung on, foul ball out in front of the Greencastle dugout. He got around on that one in a hurry. Count goes even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trevor Long steps back in, right-handed batter. Got 9 RBI on the season. Out of the set. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking pitch, finished above the zone, ball 3. 3-2 count, nowhere to put it. Runners are going to be on their horse at third base. It's going to be gingerly. We get a real wide banana shape. Try to home plate. Here comes a 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on, going to pop it up center field. Going to get a beat on it. Talenko makes the catch. So Vince Talenko gets the Knights out of a jam. So they need 3 on base. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. Still a 1-1 ball game. So the Knights having some good ball games here today. It was 0-0 with Logansport through 6 innings. All the scoring happened in the 7th inning. And again, we thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies, you can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in if only to browse around. They're located at 1740 South 10th Street in Noblesville, Indiana. They have trophies, awards, plaques, and more. They have fast turnover. Prices are low. They are so low you may want to be a repeat customer. Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. You can send by phone at 317-773-7391. Again, 317-773-7391. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Noblesville Trophies, you can find them at noblesvilletrophies.com. We get the final warm-up toss of Bright Gray. We'll throw it down to second base, Frozen Rope from the fingertips of Dylan Chambers to catch. Knights are going to step in for DH. Lucas Gerke. Lucas Gerke last time walked back to the dugout. He'll step in, left-handed batter, facing the righty. Bright and Gray. First pitch to Gerke. Swung on, swing and a miss. We get back to the screen. Lucas Gerke, in 21 games, he batted 345, 550 on base percentage. Here comes the pitch. Strike called. We call that a strike. Gerke going to step out, reevaluate, and step back in. So no balls, 2 strikes. Bright and Gray pitching for the Tiger Cubs. Swung on, foul ball. Foul ball, full swing. Ball came down, got him in the batter's box. Double hit, foul ball. Count remains 0-2 to Lucas Gerke, left-handed batter. And now the wind-up, here comes the pitch. Inside edge, didn't quite get it. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's hugging the plate. Here comes the pitch from Bright and Gray. He's going to take one the other way in left field. Going to give it a dive attempt. Couldn't get to it. That was left fielder. Chase Fidel. Tracked down at the warning track by Sam Gooch, center fielder. And safe at second base is Lucas Gerke. Middle umpire had his arm out, so evidently there was some type of interference. If Lucas Gerke was going to be tagged out at second, he was going to be given a free pass with that delayed out right there by the middle umpire. Now in seat position. So everything's good. Stepping into bat. Jackson Kane. Going to be a hit by pitch. Kind of lost the grip on that. Jackson Kane got it in the middle of the bat. He didn't want that one. Jackson Kane usually does not grimace on a hit by pitch. And Jackson Kane going to jog down. First base was hit by pitch number 4 on the season. So Knights have 2 aboard, first and second base. In the batter's box, we're going to see number 30, Gus Sandberg. Right-handed batter. Sandberg steps in, batting 3. Pitch comes in short off the glove. Nice glove by Dylan Jukes. Tiger Cub catcher. Stepping back in the rubber, working from a stretch. Gus Sandberg steps in to bat. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. Here comes a pitch. Outside edge, strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Signals given. Coach Borden, third base coach. Several given. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Greg. Outfielder pirouettes clockwise and not make a throw to second. Step back in. Here and then looking at six. Now out of the set. 1-1 pitch. Outside a ball. 2 ball, 1 strike. Got Sandberg, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. IHSAA prefers that. Turn in, looking at singles out, stretch. Now the set position, check second base. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High and tight, ball 3. Gus Sandberg on the season has 2 base on balls. Been to the plate 23 times. And that's in 18 games. He'll take a ground ball third base. He'll step on third. He'll get the out and throw across the diamond. They're going to say the first baseman was off the bag. Otherwise, it would have been a double play. Nice play at third base by Trevin Long. About a 2-hopper right to him. Steps on third. Throws across the diamond. But safe at first is Gus Sandberg. So the Knights still have 2 aboard. And they're in the same spot, first and second, but now there are 1 out. Stepping into bat, Calvin Rice pick up the pitch. You're gonna pop one up on the infield, playable, maybe in foul territory, and it will be caught by the first baseman, about 70 feet from home plate. Connor Sullivan. And there are 2 outs on the diamond. So the Knights gonna step in. Brennan Van Kirk, left fielder for the Knights. Runners at first and second base. No score. We're at the top of the 4th inning. Knights are the busy team. Here comes the pitch. Pitch comes in. Strike call. Brennan Van Kirk, pretty tall young man. He'll step back in. Brennan Van Kirk, 6'2", 175. Out of set. Here comes the pitch. Sexy swing, gonna get called strike. Bottom edge of the zone. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kirk have to release a swing here. Here comes a set position. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch. You're gonna call him out. You're gonna call him out on strike 3. Not sure a 40-inch bat could have reached that one. So the Knights are set down. They have 2 aboard. And 2 runners. And after 3.5, it's still a 1-1 ball game. Knights and the Tiger Cubs. So we'll also mention today's ball game is in part being brought to you by AGM. AGM Auto. AGM Auto LLC. At AGM Auto, you'll not only be treated with pure professionalism, you'll appreciate their state-of-the-art diagnostics and their up-to-date status of each and every one of the AGM technicians. And AGM doesn't only work under the hood. AGM works toward the recovery and the restoration. They restore automobiles, trucks, and cars. And they now have beautiful cars and now showroom treasures, mechanically and cosmetically. To contact AGM Auto, you can go online or you can go 317-984-5283. Again, their phone number is 317-984-5283. AGM Auto, they're located 4 miles east off of US 31, right there at 266th Street. You'll find them right there. And I tell you what, I was in their shop this week. I counted vehicles. They had 11. About 3 or 4 of them were in the stages of restoration. They had some pretty nice cars. I think they had a '73 Ranchero. Don't quote me, but I think that's the car that Starsky and Hutch used to drive. But theirs were light gray and black. Starsky and Hutch had, red and white. But then Ray step in the batter's box for the Tiger Cubs. Here comes first pitch. Swung on to go to center field. Going to back up a little bit and now come in. Vince Kalenko makes a catch. In the batter's box there was number 10, Trey Clark, right fielder, 6-hitter. There's one out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So stepping in for Greencastle. Going to be number 3, Connor Solomon. Working for the windup. Jonah Gerke, ground ball, third base. Good backhand stop there by Colton Minnick. To throw a strike across the diamond. That is deep a throw as you can make from third base. And they get the put out. It's got Sandberg. So Colton Minnick, that ball was right over the base. 2 outs and 2 swings here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stepping in, number 4, Dylan Hughes, the catcher. We wind up. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball. Going to get off the mask of Jackson Kane. Jackson took it right there. He's a tough guy. Going to play linebacker at the ball. So no ball to 1 strike. Stepping back in, Dylan Hughes. Here's the pitch. Pitch comes in outside low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-handed batter, Dylan Hughes. Here comes the line and the pitch. Swung on, swing and a miss. Dylan Hughes on the season, 213, 397 on base percentage. Here comes the wind in the pitch. Swung on and striking out. Breaking pitch. So he got the outside edge, and the Knights are out of the inning. I believe it's 4 pitches. 4 pitches, bottom of the 4th inning. For Jonah Gerke. The Knights are going to bat in the top of the 5th. And we'll mention after 4 complete. Central Catholic and Greencastle tied at 1 run each. And again, we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Discount Copies. Discount Copies, they are conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana, at the 46062. They're just behind Pizza Hut and next to Bowl 32. That's along State Road 32, Noblesville. At Discount Copies, they provide setup services where you can turn your artwork into things such as note cards, notepads, prints, calendars, etc. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards, posters, and oversized printing also available. And if you're planning a wedding, they can print all of your necessary needs. You can reach them at Discount Copies by phone, 317-773-8783. Again, their number is 317-773-8783, or by Gmail, Discount Copies, the number 96 at gmail.com. Again, that's Discount Copies 96 at gmail.com. So this is the final warm-up talk. First batter for the Knights here in the top of the 5th inning. It's going to be number 14, Jonah Gerke. Jonah Gerke going to step in. He's got an on-base percentage of 278. That's in 15 ball games. 19 plate appearances, 15 at-bats. Jonah Gerke, 2 hits, 6 RBI. Here comes the pitch. Greg, swing and a miss. Healthy cut, swing and a miss from Jonah Gerke. Jonah Gerke, the left-handed batter. Working out the windup, peering in, looking at signals. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball, foul tip. Ended up a foul ball. Couldn't hold it. Dylan Hughes. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nice batting. Top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Backdoor curveball. Misses outside. 1-2 kick. Right and Gray. Pitcher. For the Greencastle Tiger Cubs, here comes the 1-2. Outside, ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Colton Minnick is on deck. Here comes the wind and the pitch. So for ball 3. 3-2 count. 3 consecutive balls. Here comes the pitch. Inside edge, who's sitting down, looking. And Joe McGurky wondering how low the strike zone can be. So 1 out. Stepping in, Colton in, right-handed bat. Looking from the windup, right, Greg. Pitch comes in low, breaking pitch, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit this to the right side. Might be playable. Hard ball to get to, a long run. For the first baseman, Connor Sullivan. The ball hits the surface. Well, foul ball off the bat of Colton Minnick. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Minnick looking for second. Not many given. He'll step in. Right-handed batter. Colton Minnick. Right, Greg out of the windup. Here comes the pitch. Side of ball. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Comes the wind and the 2-1 pitch. So, get by the short hop. Still in the juice. Count goes 3-1 to Minnick. Colton Minnick set the face on balls and it's that bad. This ball game. 3-1 pitch. He'll pick up another. So he'll jog to first base. No times at the plate. Colton Minnick, 2 walks in this ball game. So stepping in, leadoff batter in today's ball game. It's Hudson Gutwein. Pretty funny to say that at Central Catholic. Central Catholic is the visiting team. Only the visiting leadoff batter is the leadoff batter. Pickoff move, first base. Safe at second. Safe at first, head first. It's Colton Minnick. Pretty good move right there by Bright Craig. On the stretch, now the set. First pitch to Gutwein. It's comes in, strike call. No balls, 1 strike. Not many signals given. Step back in, staring in, looking at signals. Pitcher, Bright Craig, out of set position is the 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch, he'll take it the other way. He'll take it to right field, going to back him up a long way. It's going to go up against the wall there in right field. Trayton Clark made the effort. The ball got over his head. And Hudson Gutwein ends up at second base with a 2-base hit. He went with that pitch, took it to right field out in front of the scoreboard. About a 1 hop up against the wall. Timeout on the time. Coach Ben Wells going to walk out, talk with his infield. Knights have runners at first and third. Coach Ben Wells going to ask for the baseball. Brighton Craig, number 5, the pitcher, going to stay in the ball game. They'll stay in the ball game, and they'll go with a second pitcher in this ball game. So we'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Scott Gashaw and Scott G. When time is good, when you share, you should. Share and share alike. Support Indiana Middle School and high school athletics. So get some warm-up tosses. I believe it's number 12. Nathan Sutherland comes over from the shortstop position. Nathan Sutherland. And that toss right there. We'll mention a little bit about him. Nathan Sutherland. Where's number 12? He has a pitcher. Sutherland. He's got an ERA of what it is. He got 4 wins, 1 loss. This is appearance number 9. He's got 1 save on the season. He's got 20 in the 3rd innings under his belt. He's given up 23 hits, 16 runs. 13 of those runs were earned. He has walked 8 batters. He gets struck out 22. He has faced 95 batters at 318 pitches. They have stolen 11 bases while he's on the pitcher's man. And he has hit 5 batters along the way. Only one other pitcher has given up 11 stolen bases while on the pitcher's mound, and that's number 4, Dylan Hughes. He is doing clutching today's ball. So Knights have runners at second and third base. So 1-1 ball game. Knights have 4 hits in the game. Tiger Cubs have 1. Stepping in, number 12, Alex Schumer. Infield is in. Not completely in. Pitcher wind up right there. And the first pitch from Nathan Sutherland. Check swing, then call a strike. Strike called. Check swing. Right there by Alex Schumer. Working from the windup, Nathan Sutherland. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball back to the screen. Count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nathan Sutherland working from the windup. Here comes the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on you, punch it over second base and gap right center. Gonna score 1. That's Colton Benny. Gonna try to make it to second base. Nobody there to take the throw. 2-base hit double off the bat of Alex Schumer. Also coming in to score for the night. Number 9, Hudson Bootwine. So Knights have 2 runs in. Top of the 5th inning. 1 out. Stepped into bat. Number 10, Lucas Burke. Runner at second base is Alex Schumer. Out of set position. Nathan Sutherland check second. Number 5th. Inside the tight. Lucas Gervey. He leads the team in hit by pitches with 9. He was tied with Hudson Gootwine. He's got 9. Lucas has played 1 more game than Hudson. Here's the pitch. Inside pitch. Called a strike. Difficult pitch to get to. High and tight. Hard to get the batter in. Count goes 1-1. You're in looking at second. Out of stretch. Out of set now. Nathan Sutherland. Sutherland checks second base the 3rd time. Here's the pitch. Nathan pitch finishes low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Knights have 2 runs in. They're at the top of the 5th. Modestly second base. Schumer. Out of set. Here comes the pitch. Oh, good block again by Gilliam. Count goes 3-1. The Lucas Gerke. Joni Gerke also in this ball game doing the pitching. Joni Gerke in the 14 sophomore active. Here comes the pitch to Lucas. High gets by the glove of Dylan Hughes, jogging over to third base. Here's Alex Schumer. So a walk drawn by number 10, Lucas Gerke from the Knights. Knights have runners on the corners. 1 out, stepping in, 4-hitter. Number 3, Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane in 21 games, that's 361. 500 on base percentage. Turn in looking at St. Tyler stretch. Now the set. Nathan Sutherland. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jackson step back in. Turn in looking at St. That sun is beating down now. Feels good. Out of set. Sutherland, he'll check third base. Time call. Jackson Kane. In that right-handed batter's box. That's a long time to concentrate when a guy's going to bring 75+ mile-an-hour pitch to you. Out of set. Sutherland, here's the pitch. Outside of ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Peering in, looking at 6 stretch. Nathan Sutherland. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Outside ball 3. Nathan Sutherland going to have to bring a strike. to stay in this count with Jackson Kane. Jackson Kane well aware. Probably a take pitch for this 3-0 count. This pitch. Pitch comes in above the zone, ball four. And the Indiana Fever have tipped off their first game of the season at Gainbridge today. 3 o'clock tip off. It's 3:06. So bases are loaded. Stepping into bat, Gus Sandberg. Sandberg batting, 1 out. Bases loaded. Working from the windup. Nathan Sutherland. Here's the pitch. It'll be a hit by pitch. Gus Sandberg didn't want to hit by pitch. He'll grimace a bit as he jogs first base. Coming in to score from third base is number 12, Alex Schumer. Knights now have 3 runs in here in the top of the fifth. So number 30, Gus Sandberg, gets hit by pitch for the 4th time this season. Stepping into bat for the Knights. Calvin Riceman. Pitch high and tight. Had to evacuate that right-handed batter's box. 10 goes 1-0. Signals given, not many. Bases loaded, Knights batting. So the Knights making a little bit of a ruckus there. Knights having some fun. Coach Bourdais would like to know what they said, what they're saying. Knights aren't like that. Knights have fun, but they don't flaunt. I've been here long enough to know that. A little bit of fun right there. Bases loaded. 1 ball, no strikes. Calvin Riceman is the batter. Right into bat to step in. We're going to wind up. Nathan Sutherland. Wind up. Here's the pitch. The pitch comes in. Strike. Inside half. 1-1-10. 1 out. Calvin Riceman. Here comes a pitch from Sutherland. High and tight. Ball 2. Calvin Riceman in 11 games batting 200. Putting in Sports does not mention batting averages under 200. It's also got 242 on base percentage. Pitch. It'll be a hit by pitch. Calvin Riceman absorbs the hit in the back of right between the numbers. He'll jog to first base. Coming in to score from third base is Lucas Curtin. The Knights have 4 runs in. Here at the top of the fifth. The 5-1 contest. Knights in front. Knights batting as the visiting team and give up their home field status to Greencastle Tiger Cubs because this game today was supposed to happen at Greencastle High School. But Coach Ben Wells drive down the second part of a doubleheader for the Knights because the Knights needed to play Logansport Berries because of the Hoosier Conference makeup. I shouldn't say makeup, because of the way the Hoosier Conference is geared. And I will mention, going out to do base running at third base is number 31, Eli Thompson. Eli Thompson going to do the running. At first base, I should mention, jogging off is Gus Sandberg. So, stepping in the bat is Brennan Van Kirk. Bases loaded. 1 out. Working from the wind up number 12. Nathan Sutherland. Here comes the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch right across the pitch. Strike call. Telephone zone 1. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Not many signals given. From the wind up, Sutherland. Van Kirk, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Above the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Comes the wind and the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Nathan Sutherland likes to pitch in the hybrid. The hybrid is you got the right foot on the rubber, the left foot off the rubber, but in front of the right foot. This year, they allowed that to start happening again. The hybrid is okay now, but last year they wouldn't allow you to pitch with your off foot in front of the other one. That was weird. Learned that in Dan Adams' classroom setting. Count goes 3-1 to Van Kirk. Pitch comes in, strike call. Thought it was ball four. Count goes 3-2. Full count 3-2, 1 out. Knights have bases loaded. Top of the fifth inning, Knights have 4 runs in. Give fifth. The 5-1 contest. Pitch. Swung on, swing and miss. Foul tip in the glove. Good catch here by Dylan Hughes. And there are 2 outs here on the timing. Coach Bourdais has make way here for a pinch hitter. We're going to see DJ Gilkey. DJ Gilkey, he played in the first game versus Logansport. He's taking some time off in the second game. He didn't step in and bat for Coach Bourdais. He's going to step in right now. Back in the 8th spot, Jonah Gerke, number 14, going to give way to let him back. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, going to pop on, foul territory. Might be catchable. In the field of play and couldn't make the play there. Was number 2, Trevin Long. Trevin Long had a beat on it. He looked up to make sure Dylan Hughes was not going to run into him. And then the ball drops. Not too far away. So stepping back in, DJ Gilkey, an 0-1 count. Bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. Side of ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I tell you what, tournament last weekend, Kevin Sims, what a good umpire. Pitch comes in, strike call. Count goes 1 and 2. Kevin Sims, he was athletic director at Delphi. I think he moved up to maybe principal or assistant principal. What a good umpire. Here comes the pitch. 1-2. Checks his swing. Short hops the glove with Dylan Hughes to catch him for ball 2. Kevin Sims, he has umpired several games. He has umpired games at Victory Field in the finals for the IHSAA. I spoke with him one day. Here comes the pitch. Pitch comes in outside edge, and you call it strike. So strike 3, and he'll walk back to the dugout. He'll take the brunt of his batting average on that pitch. So the Knights going to go out and play defensively. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Knights come up with 4 runs in the top of the 5th after 4.5. Knights 5. Tiger Cubs 1. Again, we'll mention the Knights going to play their sectional right here, Central Catholic High School. It'll be sectional class 2A, sectional 37. And right here at Central Catholic, there'll be 7 teams participating. Game 1 will be on Wednesday, the 28th of May. 6 o'clock ball game. That'll be the only game on that evening. It'll be Lafayette Central Catholic and Rensselaer Central. The winner of that game will come back on Saturday, the 31st, and go against Benton Central Bison. That game will happen at 5 p.m. And then on Thursday, the 29th of May, first game that evening, the next evening will be Delphi and North Montgomery. That'll be a 5:30 start time. And then after that game, on the 29th, thereabouts, I think it'll start about 7:30, probably close to that. It'll be Western Boone and Seeger. And then of the 2 games on the 29th, both winners will play the second game on Saturday, the 31st. That'll be a 7 o'clock game. And then the 2 winners in the semifinal will play on Monday, June 2nd at 6 o'clock. Step in the back for Greencastle. Number 6, Jay Spidell. First swing. Swing and miss a foul tip. I got Jackson Kane. I think it did. I don't think I'm probably going to give Jackson some time here. No ball, 1 strike. Jay Spidell. Right-handed batter steps back in. From the windup, Jonah Gerke. Breaking pitch and for a strike. Jace Fidel. In 19 games, he's got a 320, 382 on base percentage. He's got 16 hits. Pitch comes in, ground ball. Shortstop backhands it. Hudson Gutwein has to pick it back up. By that time, safe at first base is Jace Fidel. So we'll see what that call is on the board. We're going to call it an error. We'll call that a fielding error. And reaching first on air is Jace Fidel. So next batter will step in. Number 9, Sam Gooch. First batter for Greencastle. Number 9, Hudson Gutwein is the first batter for the Knights. So players wearing number 9 have good seasons offensive. Pitch comes in, back door, strike call. No balls, 1 strike. Sam Gooch, left-handed batter, peering in out of stretch. Now the set position, Jonah Gerke. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, second base. Glove right there by Schumer. They go 4-6. Try to get 3. But Sam Gooch had some wheels, and he beat that out rather easily. But as a fielder's choice, Sam Gooch not going to help his average. Jogging off the diamond is Jace Fidel. So next batter for Greencastle, 2-hitter number 5, Brighton Gray. Brighton Gray started this game as the pitcher. Right-handed batter, Brighton Gray batting 327, 507 on base. That's in 19 games. So they're going to toss a baseball out of the game. Stepping in, right-handed batter, Brighton Gray, working from the stretch. Jonah Gerke out of the set position. Pickoff move. First base. No tag applied by Gus Sandberg. Getting back quickly is Sam Gooch. No balls, no strikes. Looking for that first pitch. Right, Gray. Here it comes. Taking off a second base, Sam Gooch. Throw to second, Jackson King. Safe at second is Gooch. He's in scoring position. So with 1 out, count goes 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. To Bright Gray, a right-handed batter. Peering in, looking at safe. Jonah Gerke now in the set position. Will check second base. Here comes the 1-0. Taking off a second base. This is Sam Gooch. Take that back. He's taking off third base. On the pitch. Gooch trying to steal another bag. Looks like Ellen from the Reds. That guy's amazing. You know, Ellen, 6'5", has a brother that's 5'8". Now, they like each other quite well. They get along good. Out of the set, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Good block by Jackson. Short hops the glove. Kept it laterally to his left. No movement by Sam Gooch off of second base. Nice to have some bullpen activity. Looks like Tatum Adriano. And out of set. Jonah Gerke. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Taking off at third base. He's going to go to center field. Backtrack to the base. It's caught by Talenko. It's going to be a non-tag out at second base. Talenko hits Schumer at second. I should mention, Sam Gooch was a step away from tagging third base when that ball was caught. So 3 outs in the inning through 5 innings of play. Central Catholic 5, Greencastle 1. So getting ready to top of the 6th inning. We'll also mention today's ball game is being brought to you by Fritz and Fishers and Fritz in Noblesville. They are celebrating 43 years in the car business. That's in the heart of the Nickel Plate District. They have late model cars and trucks. Each vehicle pre-delivery inspection. They have 2 Hamilton County locations. One is Fritz in Noblesville at 8599 East 116th Street. You can reach them there by telephone at 842-2228. The second location is in Noblesville. It's between Noblesville and Westfield, right there off State Road 32. And you can reach them by phone there at 317-773-2232. That's fritzandfishers.com. FRITZ. We'll get some final warm-up tosses. First batter here in the top of the sixth is going to be number 5, Colton Minnick. Colton Minnick has 2 base on balls here in the ball game. In the second game here today. They're going to throw one down here momentarily. Toss one down to second base from the hand of Dylan Hughes. There's the ball there. And the Knights and the Tiger Cubs playing baseball on a Saturday afternoon. He'll throw one down to second base. Now doing the pitching for Greencastle is number 8, Griffin Goodpater. He's a freshman. He's an outfielder and a pitcher. Dylan Griffin Goodpater. He wears number 8. And he's going to step in and pitch here in the ball game. Stepping in, going to be Colton Minnick. Colton Minnick, right-handed batter. Top of the sixth, working from the stretch. Now the set, here comes the pitch. Just missed inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Stepping back in, Colton Minnick. Comes the pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Third base, Trevin Long. He'll play it on the infield grass. He'll throw across the timing. And they'll get the put out with Connor Solomon. There's 1 out here in the top of the sixth. Knight's going to step in with number 9, Hudson Gutwein, in 20 ball games. He's played in 21, batting .386, .602 on base percentage, 88 plate appearances, 57 at bats. First pitch, he'll drive it right side down the line, out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Hudson Gutwein's got 24 hits on the season, 13 singles, 9 doubles, and 2 home runs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Just above the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And out of stretch. Right there is number 8, Griffin Goodpater. He's going to drive one, maybe playable. Right field line, it's going to be caught. But I think we're landed a fair ball. Credit that catch to Trayton Clark in right field. There are 2 out. So number 8, Griffin Goodpater, having a good 6th inning here. Goodpater pitches out of the stretch. He uses the hands down low, keeps the feet still, brings the hands up for a set position. That's how he does it. Pitch comes in behind the back of Schumer, ball 1. Schumer, left-handed batter, facing the righty. Freshman athlete Griffin Goodpater for the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Alice said, here comes 1-0 pitch. Low and away, ball 2. On deck for the Knights, number 10, Lucas Gerke. Out of set position, here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, ground ball. First base, off his glove, Connor Sullivan. Nobody able to cover the base. And it's probably going to be a base hit off the bat of Alex Schumer. He's got a double and a triple. I take that back. A double and a single, now a single in this ball game. Knights looking for their first triple of the season. So back in the day, Coach Gordon got 10 triples his senior year here at Central Catholic. Working from stretch. Now he'll move the foot. Alice said, here comes the pitch. Outside of ball to Lucas Gerke. 1 ball, no strikes. Stepping back in, left-handed batter. Lucas Gerke playing first base in this ball game. Alice said, Goodpater. Pitch comes in. Going to get by the glove of Hughes. Jogging over to second base is number 12, Alex Schumer. So Schumer at second base. 2-0 count. The left-handed batter, Lucas Gert. Timeout called by the catcher, Dylan Hughes. Going to walk out and talk with his pitcher, Griffin Goodpaper. A few words. Check back over. So back behind the dish, Dylan Hughes. Where's number 4? The catcher for Greencastle. Does some pitching also. Out of set position. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, fouled it, out of play. Left side. Look at skirt. Count goes 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And now the stretch. Looking at signals. Now out of the set position. Griffin Goodpaper. Here's the pitch. Outside of ball. Count goes 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jackson King going to go ahead and remove those shin guards with 2 outs. A 3-1 count. Out of set. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 3-2 count. Knights have a lone runner. He's at second base. It's Alex Schumer. Peering in, looking at singles. Out of the set position. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, he'll foul this one left side, out of play. So another 3-2 count on the way for Lucas Gerke, and Jackson Kane is on deck. Peering in, looking at signals. Griffin Goodpaper out of the set. Here comes the payoff. Swung on, he'll take it the other way. Field of play, but a foul ball. It's going to bounce one time and over the foul fence. Down the left field line. So a 3-2 count for the 3rd time. Get ready to happen. For Lucas Gerke and Griffin Goodpaper. Peering in, looking at signal. Out of set position. Here comes the 3-2 again. Swung on and fouled this one left side. 3-2 count. Running out of fingers here. Number 10, Lucas Gerke, senior class member. Facing the freshman pitcher, Griffin Goodpaper. Peering in, looking at signal. Runner at second base is Schumer. Out of set, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Lucas Gerke was fouling him off. If he was going to strike out, it was going to have to take an absolute strike to ring him up. So stepping in, going to be number 3, Jackson Kane. 2 outs. Runners at first and second base for the Knights. Looking out stretch, now set. Goodpaper, here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Let's step back in. Jackson Kane, senior catcher. Looking out a set. Griffin Goodpaper, here's the pitch. Swung on, you're going to drive one to the left field. And be playable. It's going to be a fair ball caught right down the line by Jace Fidel, the left fielder, and the Knights are out of the inning. Knights leave 2 aboard. Knights do not pick up a run here in the top of the 6th. So after 5.5, Central Catholic Knights 5, Greencastle Tiger Cubs 1. The Knights are going to bat. The Knights are going to play defensively. Here in the bottom of the 6th, and we'll also mention today's ball game is in part being brought to you by McCormick Printing Impressions. McCormick Printing Impressions, we'll mention before we dive back into action. We want to spotlight a business that's been printing success in our community for more than 50 incredible years. That's McCormick Printing Impressions. From business cards to banners, T-shirts to office supplies, MPI is your local full-service print shop, delivering quality, great service, and creativity in every project they pursue. Family owned and operated for more than 2 generations. MPI knows that your first impression matters, so they make sure it's a good one. Next time you need something printed with perfection, turn to MPI because at McCormick Printing Impressions, they don't just print, they help you make your best impression. It's McCormick Printing in Tifton. You can reach them by phone at 317. Let me try it again. 765-675-9556. Again, their number is 765-675-9556. Stepping into bat. Going to be the shortstop, number 12, Nathan Sutherland. Nathan Sutherland bats in his free spot. So I'm going to step in now. We're going to wind up. Jonah Gerke, first pitch outside on a breaking pitch. Ball one. Nathan Sutherland in 19 games batting .507. Ground ball, third base. He fielded right there. 5 minutes. Cold minute throws across the diamond and gets the put out with Gus Sandberg. There's one out, given the bottom of the 6th inning. Next batter to step in for Greencastle, going to be the 4-hitter. Number 7, Ashton Deha. He's the DH, batting in place of Gavin Tyson, the second baseman. Here comes the pitch, breaking pitch high for ball one. Deha on the season at .291, 453 on base percentage, 75 plate appearances. You can take a strike, inside ball should get strike called. Count goes 1-1. We're working from the wind up. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Another strike, breaking pitch, inside edge, 1-2. We'll step back in disbelief, and I'm probably in his boat. Here comes the pitch. Short hops the glove. Good block by Jackson Kane. Count goes 2-2. Deha gets 16 hits, 13 singles, 3 doubles. Stepping in. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Deha, 12 RBI. He has 4 9 17 base on ball. Here comes the full count, 3-2 pitch. Low for ball 4. So we'll jog to first base. Deha. Walk on the season. Stepping in the bat is number 2, Ashton Smith. Number 2, Trevin Long. Trevin Long is the third baseman for the Tiger Cubs. Right-handed batter. Appeared to look at the second foul stretch now. Out of set position is the pitch. Swung on, foul tip. We get Jackson in the face mask right there. Takes the face mask off, tracks the ball down. Jackson's going to be okay. Tell you what, I've never seen a guy with a tree stump type of neck. Jackson gets in the weight room. He's got a neck that is out of control. Out of set, here comes the pitch. Outside of ball, count goes 1-1. To number 2, Trevin Long. Step back in. Working from the stretch. Now the set. Jonah Gerke. Here's the pitch. Swung on the left one. Playable. Going back up at the shortstop position. Hudson Gutwine catches the backtracking and makes the play. So the Knights, two outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Should say the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 runner aboard. He drew a walk. That's number 7, Ashton Deha for Greencastle. Stepping in, number 10, Trexton. Take that thing. Trayton Clark, your first pitch, foul it back to the screen. Trayton Clark with number 10 in 19 games, batting .52, 465 on base percentage. 71 plate appearances, 54 at bats. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, backdoor, in there for a strike. So Jonah Gerke, backdoor breaking pitch to the left. Trayton Clark. Count goes 0-2 with 2 outs. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Outside the ball. 1-2 count. Trayton Clark. Trayton Clark has 19 hits on the season, 15 singles, 4 doubles. He's a left-handed batter. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. We get off of Jackson again. Jackson getting hit several times in this ball game. Going to grimace a little bit on that one. Might be inside the left knee. The home plate umpire delivers a baseball to Jonah Gert. Having some words with Jonah. Coach Bourdonnais thought about coming out of the dugout, checking on Jackson. Jackson's going to be okay. Going to bend that left knee a little bit there. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bullpen activity down the right field line. The Knights bullpen. It's Tatum Adriano. 1-2 count and step back in. Trayton Clark. Peering in, looking at signals. Now out of the set position. Jonah Gerke, here's the pitch. Swung on a pop one. Playable. Shortstop again. He'll be called to play made by FC Goodline. About 4 or 5 steps out in the outfield grass. So the Knights get out of the inning. Greencastle Tiger Cubs leave 1 aboard after 6 complete innings. Central Catholic Knights 5. Greencastle Tiger Cubs 1. And we'll go to the top of the 7th inning, as mentioned. Knights are the home team. I shouldn't say that again. Knights are the visiting team in this ball game because Greencastle have home game. Supposed to be there today. They elected to come over here and be the home team here on the Knights Diamond. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. It's family owned and operated since 1955. They have tractors, combines, corn pickers, lawn mowers, etc. Genuine John Deere equipment. New and used equipment available. They are extraordinarily the best in the business. Reynolds, you can visit them at their Atlanta, Indiana location. That's a rural location. It's right there. It's 1451 East 276th Street, Atlanta, Indiana. And we'll also mention that's right out there on US 31, just 2 miles to the south of the Tipton-Hamilton County line. And then we'll mention Reynolds Farm Equipment. They have 5 locations right here nearby. They have 1 in Lebanon. And I will also mention you can reach the Reynolds Farm Equipment by telephone at 800-333-6947. Again, 800-333-6947. And that's Reynolds Farm Equipment. So Dylan Hughes tosses one down to second base. Frozen rope. You can tell Dylan Hughes is the pitcher because he catches well and throws the frozen rope to second base about every time. Stepping in for the Knights. 30, Jeff Sandberg. From the stretch, now set. Good paper. First pitch comes in just above the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Just see, step back in. Here comes the pitch. Low. Short off the glove. Good stop by Dylan Hughes. Count goes 2-0. Pitching from the stretch again. Here's the pitch from Goodpaper. Good shot to left field. Gus Sandberg. It's a frozen rope to the left fielder. 1 hop to Jay Spidell. Gus Sandberg has another base hit. So the next batter going to step in for the Knights. Going to be number 13, Calvin Reisman. Reisman is playing right field in this ball game. Earlier game, I believe, in Logansport, he played center field. Right-handed batter. Calvin Reisman, pickoff first base, back safe. Standing up is Gus Sandberg. Reisman, he's played in 11 games. 11 games, 242 on base percentage. He's got 6 hits, 2 singles, 4 doubles. Pitch comes in, strike called, outside half. No balls, one strike. No balls, one strike. Signals given. Coach Fortney, third base coach. Out of the set. Right-handed batter, Calvin Reisman. Here comes the pitch. Going to square the bunt. Foul ball. Going to go left side, adjacent to home plate. So the count goes. Double check here. 0-2. I thought it was. No balls, two strikes. Runner at first base is Gus Sandberg. Got himself there legitimately. Base hit to left field. There's nobody out. Top of the seventh inning. Here comes the pitch. Outside of ball. One ball, two strikes. Griffin Goodpater. A little bit of a double set there with the glove. Saw it on the last pitch. See this one? I don't know. Let's see, but outside ball three. Calvin Reisman, double check. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count to Reisman. Peering in, looking at signals. Out of stretch. Now the set. Griffin Goodpater. Here comes the pitch. Foul chip in the glove. Caught. Strike 3. There's one out.
41. Ready.
Next batter to step in for the Knights. It'll be number 41, Brennan Van Kirk. Van Kirk on the season. In 19 games, batting .378, .574 on base percentage. Right-handed bat facing the righty. Griffin Goodpater, a shot, base hit through the hole at third base and shortstop. Picked up in left field by Jay Spidell. And a base hit off the bat. That's Brennan Van Kirk. And he moves Alex Schumer to second base. So Jonah Gerke is going to step in. Jonah Gerke going to step into bat. So infield fly rule in effect. Runners on first and second with less than 2 outs. There's 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on to take the fly ball to center field. They come in a little bit, going to make the catch. That's Sam Gooch. And the Knights have 2 out here in the top of the 7th inning. So next batter going to step in for the Knights. It's going to be Colton Minnick. Colton Minnick has drawn 2 walks in this game. His first 2 at-bats. Working from the stretch, now the set. From Goodpater, here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base. They're going to go to first base with the play. And a nice play. Trevin Long goes over to first base. Connor Sullivan. Trevin Long checked the runner coming to third base. That was a pretty professional looking play by Long. So the Knights are out of the inning. Pick up their 3rd out. And the Knights will go to the bottom of the 7th. Knights come up with no runs in the top of the 7th after 6.5. Knights 5. Tiger Cubs 1. Tiger Cubs 1. We'll also mention today's ball game is in parts being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21. She has a real estate IQ that will work for the benefit of you. Lisa specializes in residential and corporate relocation. She has a vast knowledge with more than 25 years of question answering experience. Let Lisa list or let Lisa look for your precious home. Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21, Sheets Company. She's highly recommended. She's a real estate agent and a real estate broker. You can contact Lisa Stokes Bear by phone or by text message. 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. And now pitching for the Knights is number 12, Alex Schumer. Alex Schumer going to step in here in the 7th inning. He's got 10 2/3 innings under his belt. This is his 8th appearance He has one game start. He's faced 48 batters, 201 pitches. He's got a win-loss record of 3-1. First pitch comes in. It's a hit by pitch. And Alex Schumer picks up hit by pitch. Number 2. He's hit 2 batters now along the way. And that's just how it goes. So he's at first base now. Working from the stretch. Alex Schumer also 7 hits he's given up. 6 runs, 1 were earned. He's going to hit a shot to left field. Had some elevation on it. That was number 4, Dylan Hughes, the catcher. Flies out to left field. To Brennan Van Kirk. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Alex Schumer, he's walked 5, struck out 15. 4 of those strikeouts went down looking. Stepping into bat, Jake Spidell. Where's number 6? 9-hitter. Left fielder having a good game offensively. Here comes the pitch. Inside tight. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Jay Spidell. 20 on the season. 382 on base. Pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. Count goes 1-1. 1-1, 1 out. Runner at first base. Time called. And Alex Schumer likes to move quick. Sometimes you want to get in that set position before the batter is settled in. Pitch comes in. Foul tip off the glove of Jackson Kane. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. CM Gooch, the 1-hitter for Greencastle, is on deck. I like to watch him bat. Working out a stretch. Now the set position. Here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch. Short hops the glove. Gets stopped by Jackson Kane. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chase Spidell batting for the Tiger Cubs. Out set. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-2 count. Steps back in, taps the plate. Gets a signal. Works out a stretch. Now the set. Here's the 3-2. We're striking out. Let's say strike 3. Spidell will jog back to the dugout with 2 outs. Stepping into bat. Left-handed batter, CM Gooch. CM Gooch batting .586. That's with 82 plate appearances. That is amazing. Here comes the pitch. Pitch comes in a little bit tall. Ball 1. CM Gooch is .634 on base percentage. 41 hits, which leads the team. Probably why he's the 1-hitter. Out of the set. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Going to be a base hit. Right center field. 1 hop in the glove. Calvin Reisman. And there are 2 aboard. So he picks up another base hit. CM Gooch. CM Gooch probably going to be in there high on the list in Max Preps with that kind of information he has off of his bat. Stepping in, Brighton Gregg. Runs at first and second, 2 outs. Out of the set, here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Brighton Gregg, he was number 5. He's batting .327 to .507 on base percentage. 17 hits. Brighton Gregg has a home run. Here comes the pitch. High and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Step back in. Bit of an open stance on the instep. Working from the stretch. Now the set. Alex Schumer. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. Jackson couldn't quite hold it. It's a strike. Count goes 2-1. Foul ball or strike. Called a foul ball. The 2-1 count. Stepping back in. Brighton Gregg. Out of the stretch. Now the set for Schumer. Here comes a pickoff move. Second base. Back safely. Is the runner. And that's CM Gooch. Let me take that back. That's Jay Spidell. Spidell at second base. Out of sack. Here comes the pitch. Now it's not Spidell, but anyway, they're going to fly 1 to right field. I'd have lost it for a moment, and the catch is going to be made in right field by Calvin Reisman. And that's going to complete today's ball game.
Greencastle, 1 run.
So today's ball game completes. Greencastle makes the trip to Lafayette. They're going to shake hands in front of home plate right now. And the Knights are going to capture the win. Final score, Central Catholic 5, Greencastle 1. And we do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention games coming up. Next game for the Knights. Going to be Tuesday. It'll be right here. Be a 6 o'clock start time. Lewis Cass Kings will be here with Central Catholic. I do hope you'll tune in. And we'll also mention the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Their next game will also be Tuesday. Be a 7 o'clock start. Greencastle will travel to South Putnam. And that'll be Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let it go. Keep the fire burning.